Hey everybody, this is D Hunter bringing another action figure review. Today we're going to be looking at the Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified 6-inch scale Cobra Island Target exclusive Cobra Trooper action figure. Now this is one of the first sort of lower command Cobras out there. This is an army builder. I'm really hoping to get at least 2 more of these guys. So a buddy of mine in real life who looks out for figures for me happened to text me. He was in Target, sent me a picture of this figure. Unfortunately for me, my phone was on silence at the time. By the time I checked it and texted him back, he was already in the parking lot on his way out, and I asked him if he's willing to go back in. Fortunately for me, he's a good buddy. He's willing to go back in, drag his kid back in there, get this figure for me. I checked on eBay. This guy's selling for the better part of $100 each. Pretty crazy. So I'm very thankful for buddies that look out for me. I'm not going to lie. Personally, I have never, not even one time, seen a Hasbro G.I. Joe figure on shelves. And I go to probably 3 Targets and 3 Walmarts every week. And I have people looking out for me. All I see is empty peg, and empty peg. Acquaintances online and real life and online toy stores have really come through for me. I'm still personally looking for 2 more of these and the original Destro. I think I'll be pretty good on everything else at this point. So let's go ahead and check out the packaging here. As you can see at the top, ages 4+. There's a warning. Cobra Island, those are the Target exclusive G.I. Joes. G.I. Joe Classified Series 6-inch figures. Cobra Trooper by Hasbro. Here he is. He's got a whole bunch of guns, a knife, goggles, more gun, helmet. Looks like he's got a bunch of accessories to be a generic Cobra soldier. This guy is the 12th figure in the wave. He has a Cobra logo on the top. One side here, some different, sort of insignia. I'm told you can go on their website and sort of see what these things mean. Other side, here he is. At the bottom, there is a barcode in case that helps anybody. And on the back, you can see Cobra Island. I actually really think it's pretty cool to have that image back here. So with no further ado, let's crack him open. Alright, now that we got this figure out of the package, here he is with all of his accessories laid out. He does come with 2 pistols, a knife, a rifle, an armband with some kind of rank insignia on it. He has a helmet, some goggles, and an automatic weapon. Now this guy is an army builder, and army building is one of my specialties, but you may notice I've only got 1 of this guy. I was really hoping to get 6 of him, but this whole Target fiasco, not being able to get the figures online, not being able to find them at the store is a very frustrating experience. Glad my buddy got this one. I understand they're going to be re-releasing the Cobra Trooper in I think Wave 3 of the standard line. He just won't have the rank insignia with him, and that works out good. This guy could be the leader. Hopefully I can get 6 of those guys to be behind him. Time will tell. Now before we look at the accessories, let's check out the actual figure. So in my opinion, this guy is looking great. You can see he's got his helmet and goggles off. And this is a pretty cool way to display this guy like this. He looks good. I like it. Moving further down, he's got a vest, got a sheath for his knife, got a holster for his pistol, got the Cobra logo on his chest, got a Cobra logo on his holster here. Moving further down, double jointed elbows, double jointed knees, got a Cobra logo on his glove here, both the gloves. On the back side, he has yet another holster, a couple places to stow away some weapons on his back. I am a sucker for weapons you can holster and stow away. I like that. So this guy looks great. Just wish I could get more of him and wish they were easy to obtain. So now, let's check out his accessories. Let's start off with his helmet and goggles. So here's his helmet and goggles. When I first saw pictures of the figure, I thought maybe he was going to have 2 different heads you could swap out. Often when you get a removable helmet with an action figure, when you attach it, it looks pretty bad. The helmet usually has to be really big to fit over a head. So we'll check that out in this video. So looking at his helmet here, it's all blue, pretty low in the back. Kind of reminds me of a Star Wars Rebel helmet. Got a sort of black line through there. Looks like it's sculpted, designed to fit on his head. Hopefully it'll stay on there pretty securely. And then his goggles here, they're black little bit of a stretchy, bendy material. Got some red lines on the front. Here he is with his helmet and goggles off. Here he is with his goggles on. And then here he is with both his helmet and goggles on. Like I said before, a lot of the time when an action figure has a removable helmet, it doesn't look very good when attached, but this guy does not suffer that fate. This thing looks excellent. It doesn't look bulky. It looks perfect. Really like that effect the helmet has on his head. It complements him nicely. Gives us a nice generic trooper. Now let's check out his armband. Obviously this thing has to go over his hand onto his bicep area. You can see it's a circle there. Got a little bit of give to it, a little bit bendy. Got a rank in the middle here, and then a red sort of piece going upward. Here he is with his armband attached. Like I said before, if I can't score any more of these Target exclusive Cobra Troopers, at least this will differentiate him from the other ones, and I'll have sort of a leaguer of the unit. Now let's check out his knife and pistols. So knife here, you can see the detail on the handle, nice sculpting. The blade, it's all one color black, and this thing would have definitely benefited from at least a silver blade. Almost all the G.I. Joe weapons suffer from a gold sculpt and a completely solid one color bad paint job. We've also got his pistols here. The thing is pretty flat. Beyond that, I mean, it's a standard pistol, not looking quite like a standard pistol, but I don't really have any major gripes with this thing. Here he is holding his knife. It is pretty small, but it should get the job done. Here he is holding both of his pistols. They look okay. Trigger figure fits into the trigger just fine. Here's his knife holstered into its sheath. And then here are pistols number 1 and number 2 holstered away. Now let's check out his bigger guns. Some kind of very large rifle. It's got a scope at the top. A lot of sculpting detail all throughout this thing. It's got a peg on the other side, presumably to fit into his back. And then his automatic weapon here also has quite a bit of sculpting to it. Another peg on the other side. Both these things look pretty good, have nice sculpts, but the fact that they're all black really gets rid of some of the detail. Here he is holding his first gun. Just like the pistols, his trigger finger fits into the trigger very nicely, and it looks pretty good. Here's this gun attached to his back. And here he is holding his larger weapon. Trigger finger fits fine, everything works good with the handle. Here he is with both of his automatic weapons attached to his back. He's also got his 2 pistols and knife holstered away. This guy can hold 5 different weapons and still have both his hands freed up. Here he is on a rooftop, sniping after some Joes. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at both the figure and his accessories, now let's check out the height of this guy. From bottom to top, he's sitting at about 6.3 or 6.4 inches tall, which is going to translate to a hair over 16 centimeters. Next, let's check out his articulation. Starting with his head here, of course it can rotate from side to side, can look down about that far, up about that much. His head has articulation at the bottom of the head, top of the neck, as well as the base of the neck, giving him a good range of motion with his head here. Shoulders on a ball joint, they got about 90 degrees, up, down, around, all that good stuff. He does have a butterfly joint between his shoulder and chest area, giving him a nice amount of forward and back motion here. Below that, he's got a bicep cut. He's got double jointed elbows. They can go in about this far. His wrists can rotate, and it's going to be hinged as well. You can't really see it, but he's got some kind of ball joint here. It's sort of waist swivel area. Can't quite tell. I think there's a ball joint here and a waist swivel down here. But with a vest, really can't quite tell what's going on inside of there. There is a little give, so I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Move further down, his legs. Then you completely do the splits. They're on ball joints. Then go forward about that far. Back, not too much. Now it kind of has drop down hips. You can see they can kind of go back up, back down, etc. He's got a thigh cut below that. Double jointed knees below that. It's got a boot cut. Then it's a foot here. Goes up and down. It can tilt and rock. Kind of rotate at the same time. And no toe articulation. Now let's check them out compared with some other action figures. Starting off with some other G.I. Joe figures. Here he is next to the other Cobra figures that I have so far. I should be getting the original Destro and the Red Ninja soon. They're both paid for and set aside. I'd really like to get the other two variations of Cobra Commander and some of the upcoming Target exclusive figures, but they sold out before I could pre-order them. I really like using this Mattel DC Universe Classics Copperhead as a Cobra figure. He works good as a fill-in for Serpentor. Here's my entire Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified collection so far. I do have the original Destro and Red Ninja coming, so at least up to that point I'm caught up, although I would definitely like some more Cobra Troopers and Red Ninjas. Then there's a bunch of other figures that I was not successful at pre-ordering, so fingers crossed. And now, let's check them out, compared with some other action figures from different various companies, to see how he fits in both scale and style-wise, in case you want to know which lines you can mix him with. Here he is with some of his Hasbro brothers. Here he is with some Hasbro Marvel Legends. Then, here he is with some Jazzwares Fortnite figures. And here he is with some SH Figure Arts action figures. Then, with some Mafex figures. Now, with some Mattel DC Universe Classics and Multiverse figures. And here he is with some Mezco 1/12 cloth soft goods action figures. Then, next to some Mattel wrestling figures. And here he is with some NECA figures. Then, next to some DC Direct and DC Collectibles action figures. And here he is next to some McFarlane toys. And finally, here he is next to some DST or Diamond Select toys. So overall, this guy's great. His sculpt is nice. He has different texturing on different parts of the suit. I like that. His accessories are pretty good. I don't like the fact that his guns and knife are solid black. That kind of loses some of the sculpting detail they have. But his helmet and goggles are fantastic. This is one of the best removable helmets on a 6 or 7 inch action figure that I have. Usually they end up looking so big, bulky, and dumb. This thing looks fantastic on or off. They did a great job with this thing. His articulation is also very nice. Now I really hate how messed up the Target G.I. Joe situation has gotten. Good luck ever finding anything on their website. Good luck ever finding anything at the store for an exclusive. They're making it really hard to obtain. I go to probably 3 Targets and 3 Walmarts every week, and I have not yet even once seen a G.I. Joe classified figure of any kind on the actual shelves. People online have been helping me out. I've gotten a couple from some various websites, but I hit the toy stores excessively and have never seen one. These things are in high demand, and I hope they make more of them. This being an army builder, especially for me, that is my specialty, is extremely frustrating. I would love to have 6 of these guys, but it's probably just not going to happen. If anyone has any suggestions or can possibly help me out, drop me a line in the comments below. If I were to rate this figure, I think I would give him an 8 out of 10. I am just really enjoying this guy, and I would be enjoying him more if I could get more of him, but that's not the figure's fault. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys real soon.